Right. So my name is Petro Diamant, and I'm an awareness artist for near threatened and endangered species. And right next to me, I have Olga Lipkovics from olgalipkovics.com. She's a mom. She's an entrepreneur. She's taking control of her life, and so am I. And we are inviting you to something that's so special for 2021.
Thank you, Petru. So, the special, what we would like to introduce you to is you. Yes. The question is, are you aware of that? And the other question is that when is the time for you when you finally choose to take ownership of yourself, choose to take ownership of your life, and co-create with others.
Yes.
And this is what we find out a couple of weeks ago, and we started to create through creation.
Yes. So Olga's been inviting me to a number of possibilities, a number of, well, for me, I see them as opportunities, but a number of possibilities to my own life. And I kept on saying no. And I kept on giving her all these answers of why I couldn't and why I didn't want to. You know, I didn't want to go look for people. I didn't want to speak to people. I wanted to be out in the world. I wanted to be on my own, right? And 2020 hasn't left one person untouched, unaffected. And I call COVID 2020 the co-awakening. And by saying that, we're talking about community and what it really is to bring people together and have a community and to trust.
Exactly.
To trust.
Trust is the key word.
Because you can forget about, you know, how things used to work. And you really have to step into alignment and attune yourself with how things will work for you going forward. If you allow yourself the possibility to open up, get out of your shell, go forward, move forward, expand, and trust. And how it works. Do you want to say something on the trust?
The trust is a completely different trust, what we has been experiencing so far.
Yeah.
Trust, for many people, is confused with blind faith. Trust is so much more and beyond faith. Trust when it comes from you. Trust when it comes from the inner knowing of something great is about to happen, and you are willing to trust the steps what takes you there.
Yeah. And the steps are so important, right? So somebody, I mean, I don't trust a lot of people. And I mean, I have had one experience after the other. And eventually I thought, you know what, I have to trust myself. If I trust myself and I trust in my ability and my capability of doing things, then that's all I need, right? That actually places you in a position where you align with the right people and you come together with the right community to move forward. So a couple of weeks ago, I made a post. I said, if this works for me, I'm going to start inviting people into the sacred space, into my circle. And we're going to work with a Trinity energy. We're going to work with a triangle, the Father, Mother, and the Child. Father, Mother, God, this beautiful triangle of where you support yourself, you support somebody else, and you have two people who support you and who also support them. So we're building triangles, right? We're building triangles. Okay, we're building triangles. Anybody is welcome, but you have to be willing. You have to be willing to bring people, you have to be willing to do the work, and you have to be willing to trust the people also. And like I explained it's from dancing. It's like dancing. And I'd like to know about all sorts of dancing. I don't know who's watched that movie, Memoirs of a Geisha, where she talks about sumo as a form of dancing. And then she says about business. What is business but a form of dancing between companies?
Yes.
So we're inviting you to the possibility of dancing with a community, from one community to the other community, from one circle to the next circle, where you build up yourself, you build your trust, and you walk this path with us. You basically dance this path with us going forward, right? My intent, my focus is on the earth, and my focus is on wildlife. That's why I'm doing this. Your why is very, very, very important. Olga, what's your why?
My focus is families, healthy family dynamics, and education.
Yeah.
So the reason why I placed complete trust in me is because I know that I know something that I can share with all the people who have been coming into my life in the last 11 years since I have children. and I know that I can help them to learn tools what can then help them to create what they want to create. And it's through education, and it's through constant lifelong learning.
Yes.
And that's where we need the community, because we cannot do this alone anymore.
Yes, you can't do it alone anymore. Okay.
Exactly.
The world's changing, everything is changing, we're changing, you also have to change. And if you want to better your life, you want to better your situation, you want to do something that's not just for yourself but also selfless for somebody else, okay, you want to gift and also receive, you have to open up, you have to come forward, and you have to show up for yourself in absolute love for yourself and trust for yourself, and also for the greater, what's that word that I'm looking for? It's almost like a movement, right? Like we have to move forward. We have to move forward. An obstacle is there, get over it. Okay, there's a challenge.
Always gonna be there. The challenge is gonna be there.
Yes.
That's what actually helped us to grow.
Yeah.
So welcome the challenges, welcome the hardness, welcome the beauty at the same time, and that's what can create the difference.
Yeah. So let's talk about me, Olga. I mean, like, you've approached me with so many things, and I don't laugh at me. Like, she's approached me.
I'm happy for you. I'm not laughing at you.
She's approached me for this and for that and for that, but I was so stuck in my ego. I was so stuck in whatever I was busy with, you know, in my set beliefs, in my ways, and I wasn't trusting. So if you had to explain, and I'm gonna put myself in a very vulnerable, I think, position now. If you have to, from somebody that was looking from outside, to, you know, towards me, like, how would you explain the space that I was in? Because you would sometimes say things to me, and I'd be like, you know, and I'd be like, whatever. But she would say something to me, and she would be like, oh, Petro Diamant, what would it take for you to trust? You know, and I'd be like, nothing.
Nothing. That was like a massive shell.
Yes.
What eventually, you know, just needed to be cracked through.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, the least structured system, what you opted into, which was like, I cannot believe it.
Yes.
And yet, because you could take that great leap.
Yeah. And you know what it took for me?
Amazing.
And I'll be very honest, it took for me to literally be in tears on the floor, to be questioning everything about my life, to be questioning why things are happening, why it happened, and then to come to a space of going, it's choices. It's the choices we make.
Exactly.
It's the choices we make. You're either going to risk or you're not going to risk. You're going to take the opportunity or you're not going to take the opportunity. You're either going to reach for your full potential, you're not going to reach for your full potential. You're going to be in that possibility, you're not. You're going to be in that flow or you are not. Okay. And so Olga came to me and she spoke to me about this. And I just went, there was a, I think if it wasn't for what I've been going through in 2020, I would have still been like, no, I'm not interested.
Of course.
But something in me shifted and I just went, good, let's do this. Let's do this. And we want to invite you into this possibility. All right. And we want to also give you the same opportunity that I've given myself, that I've gifted Olga, that Olga's gifted me, and that so many other people are gifting each other at the moment. Okay.
And that is what we always have, the choice. The choice to risk, the choice to trust, and the choice to learn how to trust. And one tool what I'd like to share with you, if this sounds interesting enough for you, ask yourself, if I would choose this, how would my life feel like 5 years from now? And the other question is, if I would not choose this, how would my life look like 5 years from now? And you don't have to know the deep details just yet, that what is it? Just perceive the energy. And if it feels light, if it's a light energy, if you feel that finally, I feel light, if I choose this, then my life 5 years from now would be completely different and would be the life that I would love to live. Then give us a call, send us an email, ask questions, get us together and see how we can give you more information.
Because you know your why, and I'm going to come back to the why.
Yes.
It is important to know your why. My why, I mean, there's so much that I'd like to accomplish in this life. There's so much that I want to do in this life, you know, but my focus is on the planet. My focus is on animals. But here's the thing. Even though that's my focus, I still have to work with people. Okay? You can't get away from it. You have to work with people. I've tried.
Yes,
you know?
You did.
I have tried. But we need to work with people. So what we are offering you is an opportunity to be invited into a closed circle, our circle, right?
Yes.
I want to bring one person in at a time and support them, knowing that this has helped me, knowing that this will help them, and hopefully they will pay it forward and they will bring the next person on board and they will change somebody's life. Okay? It's about gifting and receiving. It really is about trusting. Olga, so let's say somebody doesn't trust. What's a quick clearance?
Clearing
that we can do.
What we can do is just close your eyes, imagine the energy of the life, what you would like to have, and ask the question, what would it take to create this life?
That's beautiful. I just got goosebumps.
Thank you.
What would it take to create this life? A life worthy of living, a blissful life, a life full of joy and love, an accomplished life. You know, that day when you're lying on your deathbed and you think back about your life, what is it going to take to create that magical, beautiful, adventurous, loving, co-creative life filled with joy and love? Was that beautiful? I think that was beautiful. Yeah. So I'm going to create a link on my website, and Olga's going to create a link on her website. Well, I'm going to create that link on her website. And what we're going to do is we're going to start inviting you in. Okay. And once you're in our community, all right, we're going to look after you. We're going to take care of you because you're going to look after us and you're going to take care of us. And you're also going to take care of yourself. Right?
That's the moment of truth.
Yes.
It's taking care of yourself on a way how you have never taken before, because you were always second or third or fourth or fifth in the row.
Yeah.
Taking care of yourself is not necessarily having a spa bubble bath, although it's nice as well, but
putting yourself
in your soul,
first, putting yourself, giving yourself a yes, okay? Giving yourself that yes. That's what I did for myself. That's what I did for Olga. That's what she did with me. That's what she did for herself, right? So this is what you're going to need, right? You're going to need yourself and us.
Commit to yourself. Commitment.
Commitment.
It requires commitment.
Yes, commitment. You're right.
Without commitment, you cannot trust.
Exactly.
You have to trust to get committed to yourself, but it's like a 22 catch.
Yes.
It's like how can I commit if I don't trust? How can I trust if I don't commit?
Exactly.
So find that out. What would it take for you to actually commit to yourself?
Yes.
And to your life?
Yes. So commit to that. Commit to yourself. Commit to your life. Make the changes. Reach out to us. So this is what you're going to need. All right. You're going to need us. Because we're like the two unicorns. We're the two unicorns leading the way. Like I see myself as this unicorn and I'm leading the way and I'm bringing those who want to join me on board. It's a simple yes or no. I'm not going to spoon feed you. Okay, I'm going to ask you once. And if you've made that commitment to yourself and you're willing to go forward ahead with this, you reach out to me and you say, Petro, yes. Okay, that's all I need from you. I just need a yes. Okay? And you come into my circle and we carry on forward. So you need yourself and you need two people that are willing to support themselves, okay, and you, right? And then they build their triangle while we build our triangle. So I have my triangle. Thank you to you. I know I was very difficult about it. I was so difficult about it, okay? But I have my triangle. So what I need is the other triangles is for my puzzle to come together. And so that all of us can go forward, okay? One person at a time. That's all it takes. But what
The
you
magic
need,
of one.
yes,
And the magic of oneness, because
yes,
we are creating
yes,
the bigger circle, the
yes,
oneness, the support system,
yes,
the structure in our life, what
yes,
we are all looking for.
yes, exactly. So on that note, I'd like to thank Share Villa Accommodation in Cape Town for allowing us to use their wonderful space.
Thank you.
They offer upmarket accommodation, fully serviced, fully furnished to single professionals. And we'd like to thank them so much for allowing us to use their space and welcome us into one of their venues so that we can have a chat with you today. So I want to see your name. I want to see you commit to yourself. I want to see you commit to this life and create that beautiful life. And I want to see you get the support, okay? The same way that we are supporting and the same way that we are receiving the support from other people, okay? So if you're interested, I'm going to give you a link once this is done with this video, and you're going to enter a room onto my website or into Olga's website, and that's where we will take this conversation further. Okay?
Prepare your whys. Why would you choose you?
Yes.
Why would you commit to yourself?
Yes.
What is your reason? Finally, you can define.
Yes. And on that note as well, seeing that I've thanked one person, this is my why. Okay, this is my why. So I just received this today from Wild Heart Wildlife Foundation in Gauteng, and this is a meerkat fluffy toy. This is so special to me. You know, there's nothing more special to me than this planet, more special to me than the animals, and more special to me than the guardians and the earth angels doing absolutely everything that they can, everything in their capability, okay, to protect wildlife. So thank you so much for Wild Heart Wildlife Foundation for sending me this beautiful little toy. I also received a calendar, so I will make a separate video on the calendar and I'll post that so that you all can go and get your calendar, okay, and also support an organization. This is why I am doing this. Right? I have my whys, and I hope that you have your whys. And if you don't have your whys, Olga's very good. I'm very good with Olga. I'm very good with Olga. Like, she comes to me, she gets very inspirational. Okay, but she's very good in figuring out what your why is and what it is, what you want to do and why you want to do that, okay, and where you want to go to. All right, we're all on this journey together. That's also something that I didn't really that I was very kind of like against, but we really are all on this journey together. So we would like you to be a part of our community.
If you need help to figure out what is your why, also let us know. This is what I'm busy with, to help many people to actually find their why.
Yeah.
Why would they wake up every single morning and carry on with their life?
Because we have our how now, and our how doesn't stop. Okay, once we've committed to this, so we are going forward with this. So we have our how, and I have my why. Olga has her why. So we can give you this how if you know your why. Okay. All right. So thank you. Looking forward to meeting you. Okay. All right.
Thank you. Thank you, Petro. Thank you.
Thank you, Olga. Thank you.